So welcome to everybody else who is here in present. My name is Rachel. I'm the event and community organizer here at Le Wagon Montreal. And today is a super exciting day. Actually, I told the students on the very first day that I met them that demo day for me is both very exciting and also bittersweet because it marks the end of our daily journey together. So if I get a little choked up, excuse me, because I'm really, really proud of all of you and very excited to be witnessing the finale of 3 very interesting disciplines tonight. So tonight we're going to be seeing projects done by the Web Development Bootcamp, the Data Science and AI Bootcamp, and also the Data Analytics Bootcamp. In their final weeks, the students built a project that brought together everything that they learned during their bootcamp journey. Considering the fact that many of them didn't know anything about coding beforehand, this was quite a feat. And so I would love to give them a round of applause for being able to not only complete, but also successfully learn and do everything that they've done in the past few months. Congratulations. I'm also super duper excited to get into the pitches, but before I do that, I want to let you all know, for our audience members, a little bit more about Le Wagon. So Le Wagon is a global leader in immersive tech, and our training is dedicated to empowering our students to not only learn tech and AI, but also to learn how to learn. So we teach them the essential coding and learning skills that they need to build their futures, whether that means that they are enhancing their technical expertise, or maybe they're even launching their own businesses, or exposing them to very sought after tech tools that are important in today's digital age. Le Wagon was founded in Paris in 2013. We've been here in Montreal since 2017, and today we're in 40 different cities and countries around the world. Not 40 countries, 40 different cities around the world. And we've had over 28,000 alumni complete our program and join the tech world. And tonight we are going to be adding more to that number. So one of the reasons why Le Wagon is so highly rated by our past students is because I make silly jokes like that. No, is that that our bootcamp is quite different than other ones. And what does that mean? We believe in real-time learning. We believe in one-on-one support. We believe in small cohorts. And also we believe in a hands-on approach. So our methodology is very much about learning how to do it, not just how to think it. And we genuinely care about our students and their futures. So to us, you all are not just students. You are our friends and also our future colleagues. I can honestly say that our teachers and our staff are very, very proud of your accomplishments, and we're very excited for today. But let's be frank here. Le Wagon is not all fun and games. We've seen you push past your insecurities. We've seen you break down walls. We've seen you break down. And we've seen you show incredible resilience over the past few months. And let me tell you, for those who haven't done it, it really takes Tom Cruise level of resilience to be able to do one of our boot camps. And so a huge, huge kudos to all of you. Okay, it really does need me to do that. So why Le Wagon? We know that each of you have different reasons for joining our boot camp. Some of you wish to pivot careers completely. Some of you are hoping to gain the tools, the connaissance of the tools necessary in order to promote or outshine competitors. But regardless of your reasons, all of you are here to forge your own path toward a future that aligns with your future goals. But let's be real. What is the real reason? You know, you choose Le Wagon because of our epic ping pong battles. Yes, this is you all on the left, but this is not playing ping pong. This is playing Poetry for Neanderthals. And our happy hours, and of course, forging new friendships, right? But let's be serious. So what are we actually doing when we're not playing ping pong? So we're teaching our students the technical skills to enter into the fields of web development, data science and AI, and also data analytics. So what does that mean? Our Web Dev Bootcamp focuses on both front and back end coding and teaches our students to create web apps from scratch. The data analytics bootcamp is all about understanding data, data sourcing, extracting usable data, cleaning data, building visual dashboards, and then creating a data story. And then the data science and AI bootcamp focuses on the ins and outs of machine learning and Python. Now, let me just say that that was a gross oversimplification of what these students have learned in the bootcamp, but I'm gonna let the work speak for itself. So tonight, you're gonna get the opportunity to see the projects from all three of these disciplines. So for in the past 9 weeks for our full-time students, and also the past 6 months for some of our part-time students, they have learned how to code, but mostly they've learned how to work and think like developers, data analysts, and data scientists. So let's start our demo day. We will have 7 projects for you all to see, different pitches, and I know that the students are very anxious to get started. So we will first begin with our web development students. But before that, I'm going to explain you a little bit of what their curriculum is like and what they've learned. So over the course of their bootcamp journey, they've mastered the fundamentals of coding and databases. They've tackled both front end and back end development, and they've even integrated AI features into their work, all by building their skill set step by step. The program wraps up with a functional web application, which is what you're going to see tonight, and they created it from concept to completion. So they transformed an original idea into a designed and engineered product. So tonight, what you're going to be witnessing is not a prototype, it is a fully deployed website that will showcase their creativity, their technical expertise, and their hard work. And we will begin tonight with Grrunch. But before they come up on stage, let me ask you, have you felt that grocery prices in Canada are through the roof? But Grrunch is here to help you out. Track prices, find the lowest prices, and save big on your next grocery run with this powerful grocery insights tool. I want to introduce Annabelle, Raphael, Gabrielle, and Jelani, who completed this project and will come up and present it. Yeah.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. So I don't know about you, but I'm very price sensitive when it comes to grocery shopping. So my friend Jelani talked to me about this website that is called Grrunch. So I was thinking we should check it out. So here is Grrunch. So I heard also that they have a very different approach. So I might want to learn a little bit about them. So at Grrunch, we've got one thing keeping us up at night, apart from our bedside snacks, that is the jaw-dropping, skyrocketing price of groceries. That actually speaks volume to me. So luckily, we've got marketing superpowers. We see through sneaky tactic and cut through the fluff. Wave goodbye to sponsored product, misaligned targeting ads, that's also very interesting, and no more SEM promotional algorithms. So shop smart now with Grrunch. So okay, so let's explore a little bit what this is about. So as I'm scrolling to the site, I'm noticing this section that is called the lowest recorded of the day. So food items that reach their lowest recorded across banner as of today. So the site geolocalized me and returned my three of the closest banner that could be interesting to me, and then provide some interesting information on products. So if I'm looking at it, I'm seeing that different product that gives me their price trending across time. It gives me also when it reached its highest price, its average, and its lowest. So I'm understanding that this section is actually giving me the item that reached their ever lowest price recorded as they were tracked. So that's very interesting for me. So moving on. So, there's also this interesting section that it says that food items that reach below their average prices. So, okay, so maybe these items, they have not reached a record price, but they're still below their average price since the app has been tracking their prices. So they are still very interesting. So I might want to add them to my basket. So, but what if then, if like, for sure, it's interesting to learn about what item reached their forever recorded lowest price and below their average. But what if I need a specific product such as orange juice? So I'm typing orange juice. So I'm finding its product page. So, oh, it's interesting because I'm also getting information about its price trending, when it was at its high, what is its average and lowest. So and what, because I'm a price sensitive and cheap person, I like that column that I can reorganize price by its quantities. So I'm seeing that the cheapest is 17 cents per 100 millimeters, and then the highest is at 45. So, and because I'm good at math and can already tell you that it's a difference of 62%. So, and I'm pretty sure that looking at the nutritional label, I'm going to find the same ingredients. So I'm saving a lot, I find, for the same product. So let's try maybe another product. So let's try toilet paper, because lately we've been liking stocking on toilet paper. So just have a look at toilet paper and go to the same exercise. I'm seeing that it's trending low also. So I'm reorganizing again to see the difference between I like to see the price per quantity because it really gives me the exact prices per item. So between the highest and the lowest, here the difference is quite important. It's also 63% difference, because I just calculate this on the spot, obviously. And maybe let's try another item to see what it gives us as a result. Maybe now I want to treat myself with vanilla ice cream because we worked so hard in the latest weeks. So I need some dessert now. So vanilla ice cream. So let's see if I was maybe brand sensitive, or I would go to a store, I could maybe reorganize those columns, but I'm focusing on the price tonight. So again, I'm reorganizing this column to see that the difference here is like 27 cents, or the highest would be 122. So here the difference is quite high. It's 82% of difference in the price, that probably of products that are fairly similar. So it's a big saving. So on and on, to tell you that like we've sampled quite a few products, and in average, the difference of saving is about 60%. So I'm very happy with Grrunch because I think now I could probably save about 60% of my grocery price basket. So thank you.
That could be really useful, right? So continuing on, next we will have Pawsitter. But before you come up here, wait. You are a busy professional and also a devoted pet lover. When you're traveling, you want somebody you can trust to care for your furry friend. That's where Pawsitter comes in, connecting pet owners with reliable and loving pet sitters. And this project was put together by Felicia, Sammy, and Eric. Please come up and present your project.
D'accord. Donc, bonsoir à tous. Aujourd'hui, j'aimerais vous parler d'une application que j'utilise depuis peu qui s'appelle Pawsitter. Donc, je l'utilise depuis peu pour pouvoir arrondir mes fins de mois en gardant des animaux de compagnie de d'autres propriétaires. Donc, ici, on peut voir plusieurs pet sitters. Moi, depuis peu, j'ai adopté un nouveau chien. Donc, j'aimerais, à l'inverse, pouvoir faire garder mon chien. Donc, je vais aller ajouter un chien. Son nom, c'est Lassie. Son âge, 4 ans. Une petite description. Et une photo de lui. Donc, parfait, le profil de la scie est maintenant créé. Je vais maintenant pouvoir aller chercher un pet sitter pour pouvoir le garder pendant que je pars en voyage. Donc, j'ai beaucoup d'options ici avec des étoiles, 4 étoiles, 5 étoiles, mais j'ai vraiment une requête spécifique. J'aimerais que ce pet sitter soit disponible pour les dates que je suis en voyage, donc du 14 au 27. Et à Montréal. OK, donc je vois qu'ici, il n'y a personne de disponible du 14 au 27. Donc, je vais aller directement sur la page d'accueil, voir. Donc, je vois Eric, 4 étoiles, 25 $. Je recherche quelque chose de moins de 30 $. Donc, 25 $, c'est bon pour moi. Je vais aller réserver Eric. Donc, pour mon chien Lassie, donc je réserve tout de suite. Maintenant, je vais aller envoyer un message à Eric pour savoir s'il est prêt à pouvoir s'occuper d'un chien qui a beaucoup d'énergie. Je vais attendre sa réponse. Parfait. Donc, là, maintenant, je vais aller voir le statut. Je vois que c'est toujours en attente. OK, ça a été accepté. Parfait. Donc, maintenant, j'ai trouvé un pet sitter de confiance pour pouvoir garder mon chien Lassie. Au final, tout le monde est gagnant avec Pawsitter. Merci.
Merci, c'était magnifique. Alors, on continue. En anglais. With Surviving Montreal. So, imagine this. You've dreamed of moving to Canada. You've booked your flight from your tropical home, and you land just in time for demo day on December 13th. You take a look outside and you think, wow, it's dark and cold and snowy. Oh my God. Don't worry. Surviving Montreal has everything you need to thrive in the cold and navigate your new home. And this project was created by Jerry, Ribaud, and Warren. So please come up.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ribot Fleury, and I want to share a quick story with you. In fact, I arrived in Canada a few months ago, and I went through many cultural shocks. In fact, as I stood in my kitchen trying to use my dishwasher for the first time, I realized that I was not able to load it properly, and also I was not able to choose the good soap to put inside my dishwasher. And I thought my dishwasher was broken when it started foaming, and I was like, what is going on? So that is when a good friend of mine, Jody, recommend me this app where a newcomer like me can find practical advice, events, and also community support to learn more about the life in Canada. So I decided to check it, and I would love us to explore surviving Montreal together. So let's go. As I said, I really want to find out about an article that will learn me how to use a dishwasher. So I will do so. Oh, I have it, and I will save it and read it. And as you can see, I've read it, and now I am more confident using my dishwasher. So that is great. I will just leave a feedback on the app, and I thank the person who shared this amazing article. Also, I realized when when arriving in Canada, that Canadian like Okis. I watched many videos about Okis, but I didn't really know the rules. So, so that's it. I decided to attend an event that can help me to know more about that. So that's it. I attend the event, and it was really amazing. And now I am able to know more about these rules. So as you can see, I even have obtained a badge or when attending to this amazing event. That's great. Fast forward 6 months after, guys, I survived on my first winter. You know, you know, it is not really easy when you go through your first winter. And thanks to surviving Montreal, because with this app, I was able to know how to dress, and also I was able to know uh, how to handle how can I say it? How to handle depression. That's it. So after that, I felt more comfortable to share my own experience. So I will do those. So during the winter, I found something very interesting, that is ice stick, and with that, when I put it on my boot, I am able to run and catch my bus, and it was really amazing. And I decided to share this article with newcomers so that they can read more and prepare for the next winter. Remember, guys, I told you that I went to an event 6 months ago on Okis, but what I didn't told you is that I didn't like it, because when I tried Okis, I was so bad. I was so bad. So I decided to come back on football, because in Latino American and Africa we love football. So I decided just to create an event that will regroup people like me who love soccer, and so that we can regroup together and have fun. So that's it. I'm creating my event, and that's it. That is really good. Oh, I have notification about badges. Oh, that is great, because Surviving Montreal has recognized all my journey and all my participation on this amazing app. I am so happy. I am so happy for that. As you can see, Surviving Montreal is not only an app, it is a lifeline where newcomers like me can learn practical advice, and those who are more don't have many more experience on life in Canada can share their experience, so that we should benefit and adapt very quick in this beautiful city that is us, Montreal. So thank you for your kind attention. Thank you to Wagon.
Really amazing work, you all. I just wanted to make a note to everybody. If you're noticing, there's always somebody standing over here off stage who's looking at a phone or at a like an app. What they're doing right now is they're actually scrolling through what's being spoken about here. So just so that you understand the context of what's going on. So the developed app is right over there, and that's what's happening on live screen. So just FYI. So we're going to continue now with FilmDash. So you finally get some downtime. You turn on your TV and you have no idea what to watch. Analysis paralysis strikes again. So enter FilmDash, a web app that cuts through the clutter and helps you find the perfect show or movie for your chill time. And this was developed by David, Daniel, and Heather. Come on up and share your app.
All right. Hi, my name is Danny. I just got home from work and I want to find a movie to watch. It's 8 p.m. currently in Montreal and I need to get to sleep by 11 p.m. so I can wake up tomorrow in time for work. So I have a subscription right now for Netflix. I have a subscription for Prime Video and for Crave. I want to find a movie to watch, but I don't want to waste a lot of time. I want to find something quickly. So I do remember my friend Jerry mentioning to me about an app called FilmDash that would help me find a movie quickly. He had the same problem. So I figured, why don't I give FilmDash a try myself? So, I actually did download it before and set it up. Let's go straight to my watch list. And we have 3 movies there. We have Seven, we have Devil's Advocate, we have Training Day, all great movies, but I'm not in the mood to watch any of these movies tonight. let's actually start a new search and find a new movie to watch for me tonight. So, tonight, I'm in the mood for a movie, not a TV show. So let's go for a movie. Um, I don't have a lot of time, so I think 3 hour runtime max would be good. And for the genre, drama, music, thriller, crime. You know what? I'm in the mood for an action movie tonight, so I think we'll go for action. And period. I'm a 90s baby. I don't know about you guys. I feel like watching something a little bit older, a classic flick. So let's go for a classic action movie. And actually, before we start my search, I don't have that much time. I do have to wake up for work tomorrow. So let's switch to a 2 hour runtime instead of 3 hour, so I can have some time afterwards to get ready for bed. So we're going to switch from 3 hour runtime max to 2 hour runtime. And now let's see my selection. So we have three great movies. We have Leon the Professional, we have Rush Hour, and we have Evangelion, which look good. Leon the Professional is a classic. Rush Hour is a great comedy movie, but I've seen it 100 times. And Evangelion, let's check it out. I don't know anything about this. Let's look at the movie poster. All right, looks like an animated movie. Let's read the description. It seems like a decent movie, but tonight I'm not in the mood for an action movie. I'm in the mood for an action movie. I'm not in the mood for an animated movie. So let's save this one to my watch list, and let's go back to the three selections that I saw before. So you know what? Tonight I'm actually going to go with Leon the Professional because it's a classic movie. It's an action movie. It's exactly what I'm looking for. And I remember, it has Natalie Portman, it has Gary Oldman, it has Jean Reno, all three great actors. And I actually remember Natalie Portman's line, her character in the movie, saying, "Is life this hard, or is it just when you're a kid?" And I remember when I first watched this movie, I was actually just a kid myself. So it brings back a lot of memories. I think we're going to watch Leon the Professional tonight. It seems like a good choice. And Netflix is right there. Let's click play and watch this program. And it brings me to Netflix, and I'm going to watch this movie tonight. So there you have FilmDash.
I 100% need something like that. So we're going to continue on with our last project for our web development bootcamp. And tonight, we'll be sharing Buddy. So your to-do list is already packed, but caring for your pet's health can't wait. Meet Buddy, your personalized assistant to help you stay on top of your pet's health needs with ease. And I'm going to welcome to the stage Santiago and Faniev. And this was created by Santiago, Jean-Marcien, Faniev, and Ervan. So come and share your project.
Hi everyone, how's it going? My name is Santiago, and over there that's Faniev helping me do the clicking. About 2 years ago, I went on vacation to Mexico when I decided to adopt a stray dog. And I'm sure if you have any pets like me, you know how difficult it is to manage the health of your pet. But I came across this website that helps you do just that. It's called Buddy, and it's super easy to use and super easy to understand, which makes it really great to manage everything about my pets. I currently have a problem with my dog Padme because she's very skinny. So I went to the veterinary back in September to make sure she was gaining weight. And finally, we did it. She is in her ideal weight. So let's go into Buddy and see all of my pets. As you can see, I can see all of my pets. My cat Vandal is okay. And Valentino, I think he needs a haircut, but that's not important right now. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of Padme. So let's check it out. Here is all the information I need to know about her overall health. You can see the weight, medications, hygiene, activities, even the birthday, age, breed, and even the vet to have quick access. But my problem right now is her weight. So I'm gonna go into latest measurements. Here I can see all her progress. And even I can even visually see the change over time with this graph. As you can see, it's not very linear, but we're getting there. So because I just came back from the vet, we're gonna add a new measurement, which is super good news because finally she's 15 kilograms as of today. And she's in her ideal weight. So you might wonder how I did this. And it's because Buddy also lets you manage medications and nutrition. So if we go back to the dashboard, you're able to see all the active treatments, including medications, vaccines. But because I just came back from the vet, as you can see, I already have the medication to increase the weight. But now I need another medication to keep the weight. So I'm gonna add a medication called Slentrol. It's the type of treatment, it's a medication, and it starts today, and it should finish by the end of the month. Hopefully everything goes well before New Year so we can start fresh. It's a 1 spoon and it's once daily. What's really great is that if I add a renew date, Buddy automatically adds it to my calendar so I can be reminded if I ever need to make refills. Thanks to Buddy, I can also add a few things such as activities. My dog, as some of you know, she is very destructive, but with good training, we were able to manage it. So for now, I'm just gonna add a new activity. I'm gonna select the type of training that it is. In this case, it's heel. And I'm gonna give it a 5 because we're not there yet. We still have to work on it. And I can even choose a video so I can watch it later. And right now is later, so we're gonna watch a video. So as you can see, you can click on expand. You have all the information and the notes. And you can make it bigger so you can watch a video of my very beautiful dog. Thank you. But before I forget, I don't want to forget, I do need to give Valentino a haircut. So I'm gonna go to his profile because his hair is too long. So as you can see, I can see all the information it's about Valentino, but I can add a new hygiene record and I can select the type between groom, teeth, whatever you need. I'm gonna make an appointment for next Friday. And well, it's one appointment only and I can add it. And what's really great, I love this feature because I am always forgetting about everything. So now it's added and I can see it there. So I really like Buddy because it really helps me out a lot to manage everything about all of my pets in my very busy life. And what's really great is that you can have as many pets as you want. It doesn't have to be a cat or a dog. It can be whatever you want. So thank you so much.
And that concludes the web development pitches for this evening. So congratulations to all of our web development batches. So we're going to continue now with our data analytics students. So in this program, the data analytics students master the full process of working with data, from sourcing and cleaning it to analyzing and interpreting it. They start with tools that we know, such as Excel, and then tackle more advanced techniques using Python, SQL, and various data visualization platforms. Their goal is to uncover the powerful insights hidden within the data. So tonight, we'll see their hard work and analysis come to life. So Colleen, Guillaume, Nathalie, Eliane, and Reza will present holistic insights for property investment by sharing analytical tools that empower customers to make informed real estate investment decisions. The analysis will factor in elements such as price, tourist activities, and climate risks. So let's see what your analysis proves.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having us today. We are Urgent Co., a real estate consulting firm specializing in data-driven analysis to support our customers in helping them in making the best decision based on their needs and preferences when it comes to investing in a property. before we get into the details of the presentation, you will see in the maps that we will be showing that the darker the color, the higher the value, but you will understand. Before I give you the details when it comes to the prices, I need to make one thing clear. France is divided into 90 plus administrative areas, and we call them départements, and that's what we took as a reference here for our study. And when we started working, we looked at one very important thing. You guessed it. So we came up with a KPI that's called CAGR, for compound annual growth rate. Basically, it's the profitability level of a given area. So if you have a CAGR of 5, you buy something that's worth 100,000 euros. Within the following year, it's supposed to be worth 105,000 euros. We can see that the top 3 areas are Gironde, Maine-et-Loire, and Rhône. And if we take a closer look at the highest values that we have besides these 3, we can see that areas showing the highest level of profitability tend to be on the Atlantic coast. So simply put, if you want to make money with your investment, make sure you're close to the ocean. And we also looked at the various types of premises that we can find, basically apartments and houses. We have an overall CAGR for the country, and we can also look at it by département. And if we look at the type of premise, here, apartments, we see that despite prices going up pretty much anywhere in the country, in some areas, if you buy an apartment, it can have a negative CAGR, which means that your investment might not be completely worth it if you want to make a profit with your property. But when we look at houses, despite some areas having a very low CAGR, it still remains positive. So you can expect that if you buy a house in France, you can make a profit. Sometimes it's going to be very low, sometimes it's going to be high, but it might be more secure if you want to make money with your investment to buy a house rather than an apartment. And now that we have looked at the price, we also need to take into account other factors for our purchase process. And I will let my colleague Eliane tell you about tourism.
Hold on. Is it? Oh, yeah, it's working. Sorry. All right. So France is a highly visited country and presents a wide range of attractions. It has a very high density of touristic venues, hence the numerous dots that's a bit chaotic on the map. We have ranked the departments based on the number of attractions they have, and we made a list of all the types of attractions we have in the country, as you can see, like castle, historic monuments, water, museum, and so on. And we're going to take a concrete example. We selected precisely the beach attraction. So there you can see, you can have an instant overview of the main beaches for all the country, as well as a focus of the areas that have the most beaches. For example, Var, Finistère, Alpes-Maritimes, and so on. Taking this into account, these elements will be important to calculate the attractiveness score. So the attractiveness score is an indicator showing the desirability of a department from a touristic standpoint, which includes the importance of attractions in a given area, as well as the volume of venues in a sold area. But before looking to all the departments, we've seen an outlier in our analysis, which was Paris. Surprise, surprise. Because it has an extremely high density of attraction, and it's one of the most visited cities in the world. And for the other departments that are really interested in attractiveness, you have Bouches-du-Rhône, Gironde, and Loire-Atlantique. So if you're interested into investing tourist-wise, you can go with the 3 of them. But it is fun, or not it is fun, it is fun to take account prices and tourism, but we need to take in account the climate risk, which Colin will let us talk. Oh, sorry. That she will talk all about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Eliane. So over the past few years, we have seen a growing concern regarding climate risk. As you can see on the map, this map is the average level of climate risk. for each department. So for instance, if we go with Alpes-Maritimes, the department number 6, you can see directly on the map where is it. Also, you can see the different type of risk that there are in this area. So coastal flood, extreme heat, landslide, etc. Also, you can see the risk level it is attributed to the type of risk. Moreover, you can also decide to go with knowing where in France there is some coastal flood with a high risk. So directly in the map, you're going to see all the different departments you should avoid if you really don't want to go with coastal flood risk. We also decided to calculate the overall score for each department. This score is based on 24. The minimum value in France is 6 for a department, and the highest value for France is 19. For instance, if we go with Bouches-du-Rhône is one of the highest risk. Is it indeed the highest, most at-risk area? You can also see with this graph that you can see exactly the high for coastal flood. It is a high risk. Extreme heat is medium. Landslide, river flood, it's really descriptive. With all these different variables, we have created a tool, a custom solution that will help you make the right decision. This will help you make the right decision regarding your preferences, but also regarding the weight you will assign to each of the variables. So let's go with for instance, one of our last customer that came last week to our office, Mr. Dupont. He wanted to make an investment, and he wanted to make it based mainly on growth. So we went with 80% for growth. We also went to 10% for tourism and also 10% for climate risk. You can see on the map that in this map, the darker the better. And for instance, Rhône is one of the better score for this kind of investment. Also, we had another client named Mr. Lafleur. She was really concerned about climate risk. So we decided to go with a 70% regarding climate risk, 10% for tourism, and also 20% for growth. We can see that maybe the department Mayenne would be an interesting score for her and an interesting investment. But that's not all. We also wanted to create a model that could predict a range price, for a given property. And I will let Reza, our in-house expert, talk more about this. Thank you.
Well, why do we need a prediction model? So far, our main focus was on understanding how to invest in the existing properties based on some factors like price growth rate, climate risk, and tourist attraction score. However, what happens if we encounter some properties without any pricing data or a new listing that has come onto the market recently? To address this challenge, we use and tuned a classification model named Catboost Classifier for this end. By using this, we took some parameters, some factors like department, number of tourists, size, number of rooms, property type, surface, and sales year into account to predict the range for prices. By applying this model to our dataset, we achieved the accuracy score of over 80%, which is both reliable and reasonable for this kind of the problem. Here we generated 3 new possibility that fall into the same class, I mean the price range. The third one located at Iran, not only has the largest surface area, but also it has the lowest risk regarding the climate score. I mean, 8 out of 24. So we can choose this option as the best one for investment. As a conclusion, by taking a scientific and holistic approach based on the data-driven decision making and various significant factors, we are here to help you to make a robust and reliable decision for your investment with peace of mind. So, good success.
So thank you to our data analytics bootcamp. We're going to conclude the evening with our with this, but I wanted to show you first the, yes, that, Leviosa. So our data science and AI bootcamp started by mastering the fundamentals, so like Python, SQL, statistics, all that fun stuff. And then they level up and they start diving into machine learning and deep learning and all of that under the broader umbrella of AI, which really is just a big word for talking about algorithms that handle uncertainty. So along the way, they learned how to analyze data sets, predict outcomes for problems that are so complex that you really need computer science in order to figure them out. So for their final project, they built a model using open source repositories in a very creative way. And tonight we're gonna see this amazing work. So the project is called Cover Genie. And I have a question for you all. Does anyone actually enjoy job hunting? No, I didn't think so. But don't you worry, because Cover Genie is here to save the day. Yeah. See, and now this is where all the Leviosa makes sense, because it's like having your own personal wizard, whipping up cover letters faster than you can say Leviosa. And your wish is Cover Genie's command. So I would like to introduce Julia, Cameron, Arnav, and Jacob to tell us more about Cover Genie.
All right, hello everyone. Thank you for coming out to our presentation tonight, and let's get ready to optimize your job search with Cover Genie.
Job searching. As we come near to the end of our boot camp, it's the thing that's on the top of all of our minds right now. And I know how I feel about job searching. It's long, it's boring, it's demoralizing. But what about you guys? Do you guys feel the same? Yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm glad I'm not alone. And on that note, I want to ask, is there anyone in the audience by any chance who has their CV who could possibly use it for a demo? And what's your name? Thank you, Pierre. And don't worry, this will only be shared with us and the millions of people online.
All right, thank you, Arnav and Pierre. The reality is that your worries and emotions around job search is completely valid. In a recent poll done by Resume Genius, 72% of job seekers said that job hunting has negatively impacted their mental health. And the reality is that job search has completely changed, with 99% of Fortune 500 companies implementing applicant tracking systems, which pre-review your application before it's even seen by a recruiter. And on average, most of these resumes are denied before even being seen by a recruiter, with 75% of applications not even being received by a recruiter. And this makes job hunting more difficult, and it requires job searchers to apply to more jobs. On average, it takes about 100 to 200 job applications before receiving one job offer.
But do not fear, because Cover Genie is here. And here at Cover Genie, we have three main goals. First, we want to stop the endless cycle of looking on LinkedIn for multiple jobs on hours, because we're going to match your CV with the jobs that are most relevant to you. After that, we're going to kill off the thing where we have to get the correct buzzword to go past the filtering process, because now Cover Genie will write you a unique cover letter specified for that job description based on your CV. And lastly, no more writing tons of cover letters on end, because we're going to do it at scale. so you can apply to multiple jobs at the same time, Pierre.
Now diving into the data that we use to build Cover Genie. For our data, we use the Jobs API, which is a web scraping API that pulls job postings from very popular hiring websites such as LinkedIn, Glassdoor, ZipRecruiter, etc. Our data set size was around 24,000 job postings that varied from different Canadian cities, such as Montreal, Toronto, and Vancouver, and included a number of different features for each job posting, including the job description, company name, job title, and date posted.
And to give you a brief description on how all of this works, we take the data in and then we use a classification model in order to get the industry of those jobs. Then you as a user can select the specific industry you want and we'll give you those jobs. After that, we take two inputs, which is one, your CV, and the title of the job that you're looking for. After we take those two inputs, we run them through our recommendation system to give you the jobs most suited to your needs. At the end, we use the OpenAI assistant through a LangChain model in order to generate the cover letters tailored for your jobs based on your CV.
All right, Pierre, you ready? Okay, let's go. Your dream job awaits. So let's try Cover Genie. What's your dream job? Okay, perfect. So let's write that in, data engineer. And in what industry would you like to be? In tech? Yes, perfect. And where? Yes, because we are in Montreal, aren't we? Let's just drag and drop your CV in there. Thank you for sharing that with us. And then we're going to recommend the top 5 most relevant jobs for you. So we're just matching the similarity between your CV and our jobs database. So it's just running there. You're going to get the most relevant job postings for you. And there you have it. Does that seem like things you would apply for? Yeah. And then you can generate all 5 cover letters for those job postings at the click of a button. So that's just going through the OpenAI assistant. And it's going to output a tailored, personalized cover letter based off of your CV. It's just... So does that seem like a good idea? Applying at scale? Yeah. So are you satisfied with our product? Yeah? Yeah, is there? Okay. So we can even download the cover letter in a TXT format. You can edit it at will and then send it in the desired format that you wish. And you can apply by clicking the jobs URL at the bottom. There we go.
All right. Thank you, Julia, for the demo, and thank you, Pierre, for your participation. Now getting into some of the limitations of Cover Genie. The first is if there's an applicant who's currently in the middle of a career switch, switching from one industry to another, your cover letter might be a little skewed, and this is because your prior experience listed on your CV does not reflect the job that you're applying for, which therefore skews the data that's being inputted in our writing assistant. A second limitation that we have is the CV must be in PDF format when submitted through Cover Genie. However, we'd like to expand this to docx files and other file types to make it easier for the user. And then a third limitation we ran into is seniority amongst job postings is not really considered with our current model. And this is because natural language processors extract meaning from words, also known as text, and numbers aren't really considered. So if you're a senior level applicant applying to senior level jobs, you might be recommended a more entry level position because it does not take into account numbers. Some add-ons we'd like to implement in the future is first, we'd like to automate the live jobs API data call. So whenever you're loading up Cover Genie, you're getting fresh job postings pulled right into our database that can be recommended for you, and you're not being recommended jobs that are either filled or closed. Another add-on we'd like to implement is we'd like to refine our job search parameters by implementing the salary ranges and company title name filters to make sure that the user can find the job faster. And then the last add-on we'd like to implement is allowing the user to apply to a multitude of job postings right directly on the Cover Genie website, so they don't have to be switching from one website to another.
And that's us at Cover Genie. We couldn't have done it without this amazing team. We have Julia, who worked on the architecture and the deployment. We have Jacob, who worked on the recommendation model. We have Cam over there, who worked on the classification. I worked on the Open API and LangChain. Thank you. And last but not least, obviously, Pierre, our special guest. Thank you very much. But we're not just done yet, because this is not just a demo. Cover Genie is live and running. We have the QR code over there, and please feel free to try it. And we hope you all get jobs very soon.
Did everybody get that QR code? Well, wait a second. No, they're taking, oh. We tell you you're done. But really, you are done. Congratulations. You are now officially Le Wagon graduates. Yay! Yay! Did it. But this wouldn't have been possible without the amazing team. So I want to say thank you to all of the amazing staff who worked so hard to make sure that you all had the best experience here at Le Wagon. So thank you to all the teachers and the TAs. There's quite a few of them here actually this evening. So thank you so much. You've been, your positive attitudes have been very helpful in the most stressful of situations. You've been there since day one, and you've played a huge role in the success of the graduates. So thank you so much to all of our staff and TAs. And I'd also like to thank the volunteers who helped with all of the chairs, who helped with the meal later, and with all of the stuff to come later. So thank you all very, very much. So for those of you who are actually considering now to become a part of the Le Wagon family, because as you can see, we are a family, we hope that you've been convinced tonight that it's worth it. So we encourage you to consider joining one of our upcoming boot camps. There's still time to join in January, but also we have a discount for March and April boot camp. So if you have any questions, you can talk to any of us with our purple shirts. There's me, there's MG, Antoine, Fred, and Mark. And if you'd like some more information or you want to join our 28,000 strong network, you can check out one of these QR codes to learn more about our boot camps and speak to a learning advisor. But like I said, or you can just talk to one of us in the purple shirts. We're all here and we're all staff of Le Wagon. So this concludes our presentation online. So thank you to everybody who's joining us online.